We are looking at the derivatives of sine and cosine. So it would help if you just have these written down. So the derivative of sine is just cosine, and the derivative of cosine with respect to x is negative sine. All right. So for me, I just remember cosine is the one that has the negative when it's done, and they just kind of switch places. Sine and cosine, they switch. Cosine is the one that has that negative sign that we have to be careful of. All right, so when we look at this, we go ahead and think about it as separated at the term mark. So that minus sign separates them. So we're doing the derivative of 8 sine of x. I'll just go ahead and write it out. The derivative of 8 sine of x. And we're doing the derivative of x, right? So up to you how you want to do it. At this stage, hopefully by now you recognize that the derivative of x is just 1. Since we have that minus sign, it would just be negative 1. But you can kind of go through the process here. 1 times 1 is 1. Subtracting 1 takes care of the variable. So all of that turns into negative 1 for this portion. And then you would think about it as 8 times the derivative of sine of x. The derivative of sine of x is just cosine of x. All right. And there we go. That's our answer. Let's plug it in. 8 cosine of x, and then minus 1. Now, it should be okay like this, because if the minus 1 was included in the trig cosine function, it would have to have parentheses. So the trig function only applies to what it's next to. So in that case, it's only applying to the x value like this. So if we have to, we'll put parentheses there, but I think we should be okay. Got it. And now we have a cosine. Let's go ahead and do that one. So once again, think about it as split where the term marker is. So that would be the derivative of this first part is negative 5 is our coefficient. The 2 goes out in front. And then now we're subtracting the 2, and we're subtracting 1 from the 2, which leaves just a 1. Minus 4. And the derivative of the cosine part is negative sine. So keep practicing and trying to remember that. Negative sine. Cosine is the one that has the negative in it. All right. Just simplify. That's negative 10x plus 4 sine of x. Okay, that should be it. Negative 10x plus 4 sine x. All right. Now notice as we start doing more of these, we're streamlining a little bit more, kind of doing a little bit more in the head. If you need to see why I'm doing what I'm doing or breaking it down slow, make sure you're watching his videos or my previous videos. Okay. And then the rest should be similar to these. Sine and cosine derivatives. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.